Hello everyone and welcome to another high-elo game of Age of Empires. Today we're setting our stopwatches in what I hope to be a very fast-paced game between Clement playing as the yellow Cumans and Running playing as the blue Franks. Now while the players herd their herdables, explore their immediate surroundings, and try to go up to feudal as fast as possible, let's take a look at the civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now, the Cumans are an incredibly fast civilization with a few super cool features. To start with, all mounted units get progressively faster as the game goes on, all the way up to 15% faster in Imperial, and some of these mounted units can actually be trained and upgraded, rather, to train in half the time. Now, if you want to put fast early game pressure on your opponent, you can actually build a siege workshop in feudal, although you are limited to building only rams. If instead you prefer to put pressure on your opponent with ranged and mounted units instead of siege, Cuman archery rangers and stables both only cost 100 wood, so you can build more of them earlier on. Now, if instead you want to build a fast, booming economy, Cumans can also build a second town center in feudal, although remember that this does take time and resources and pulls villagers off the production line. To protect your booming economy, the Cumans, like the Goths, unfortunately, do not have access to stone walls, although their palisades do come with 33% more HP. Now, once you've established your economy, your base, and get your first castles up, you can begin training the unique unit of the Cumans, the Kipchak. This is a fast mounted archer unit that fires multiple arrows, although remember, only the first arrow does full damage. Now, opposing the yellow Cumans, we've got the blue Franks played by Running, a civilization harkening back to Age of Kings, the OG cavalry civilization. Knights come with extra line of sight, stables can be upgraded to work much faster, all mounted units get extra HP starting in feudal age, and to support your mounted units on the field of battle against pesky, annoying things like halberdiers and camels, Franks can turn to their unique unit, the Throwing Axeman, a ranged unit similar to the Malian Gebetto, whose range can be even further increased and upgraded. Now, to help a player produce as many Throwing Axemen as possible, Frankish castles are cheaper. They cost 25% less stone. Now, to feed a big militaristic Frankish population, foragers work 15% faster, and all mill upgrades are free. So this is why I said in the beginning, we are setting our stopwatches. I want to see which of these civilizations in the hands of these two fantastic players. Take a look at the Elos up top, Running a little bit of a favorite, or rather not a little bit of a favorite, but a favorite to win here with 2360 to the 2238 of his opponent. But again, Cumans, Franks, both of these cavalry mounted unit based civs that are just both super incredibly fast. For now, though, both players sitting at the same villager population. Let's take a look at their bases, see if we can decide who here is coming with an advantage or disadvantage at the moment. Our blue Frankish player, incredibly open. He is exposed to the south. He is exposed in the west and in the north completely. This might as well just be an open map for Running, who's luckily for him, the gold pile is safe and secure in the back. Where is his primary stone? A little bit off campus, a bit exposed in the front in a nice Tetris T shape. Now, Clement, let's see where his resources are. Primary gold also in the back of his base, a little bit closer, I think, than Clement's is, although not too far. The distance is fairly similar. Stone, though, very much secure in the back here. So, his base. Let's zoom out. Decent wall off to the northwest, decent wall off to the northeast, south and east completely open, although I would still consider this to be a fairly open map. Both players equally advantaged, equally disadvantaged, with the one exception that Running has to deal and contend with his stone pile, his primary stone pile, being out in front here exposed. We'll see how our Frankish player decides to handle that. As I said, Franks notoriously known for their cheaper castles, and so stone might be an issue for him. For now, building a barracks, building another house, both players going up to feudal at roughly the exact same time, about 1 second apart. Llamas are bleeding, villagers are running around. What has Clement seen of his opponent's base? He's seen the sorry, he's seen the lumber camp rather. Sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart there. What has running seen of his opponent's base? Absolutely nothing, although he is about to enter into the town center zone of one of the town centers. We see, of course, a second ring, so we know that Clement making good use of that Cuman bonus, that Cuman feature, allowing him to build a second town center running solid location of his base. So both players now have exact knowledge of where their opponents are. He has done a complete circle around his base, has Clement running, starting to. So a little bit behind, but catching up. Not the end of the world here for him. Both players now in feudal. Let's see what our Frankish player is deciding to do. Building a stable, continuing with the lumber camp, but very exposed. Might be wise to wall this off with a few palisades, maybe a house. But in any event, now a second town center up for our Cuman, and our Frankish player builds, sees this immediately. Now, what this tells you is all of these villagers, all 7, were pulled off the production line. They were pulled off of working on any kind of resource patch. So he knows his opponent had a bunch of idle time with these 7 villagers while they had built this town center. But now that it's up, Clement is free to catch and overwhelm his opponent when it comes to villager numbers. That being said, will blue give him a chance? I'm seeing a lot of blue dots streaming across the map. We've got the OG Scout Cavalry, another one making his way into the berry patch, although be careful not to engage into town center fire. 2 more scouts for our Frankish player. Where are they? We've seen the 3 villagers. Here they are. We've got 1 here and 1 here. So they're going to meet up in the center of the map with these other 2 scout cavalry, and we'll see what kind of pressure our Frank can put on our Cuman player. Our Cuman player, take a look at it already. 29 villagers to 25, although only 1 army supply. This is his entire army here, this 1 scout cavalry. That being said, though, we are still in feudal. These villagers must have loom. Yes, they do. So they're going to be not the easiest of pickings for these scout cavalry, although not too sure why, but he managed to get 2 villagers, but does lose scout cavalry of his own. Let's take a look at HP. There's 1 here that's basically dead with 3 HP. Oh, our Frankish player. Let's see what he saw of his opponent. So he knows. I mean, take a look at, we're going to zoom out. Let's start at our Cuman's main base here. Do you see any wood on the screen? Except that one that was on the left, just the tip on the left, but no wood anywhere. Look how far away the wood pile is. So our Frank knows that this wood pile is exposed. He knows his opponent has walled this off to deal with his scout cavalry. But what that wall off has done is created a kill zone, and in come those scout cavalry. Has to be careful with the 1, though. Oh, no. Loses 2 scout cavalry. I mean, I'm not surprised about the 1. Oh, we're doing a little circle here, a little dance. Can the villagers save their fellow villager? No, she dies. She's face first into the dirt. And now he escapes with his scout cavalry. How many kills are we looking for? 4 to 3. Not the end of the world, although all 4 kills by running here are villagers. That being said, Clement, even though he's lost 4 villagers, is still 4 villagers ahead, and soon will be 6 villagers ahead, building his barracks. Let's see what he's planning on doing here. Second town center completely surrounded by farms. 24 villagers on farms. He's got as many villagers on food as running has on basically everything else, because remember, these 3 villagers are idle, essentially. Oh no, now he's gonna try to lame this other wood pile here. And again, this is going to be problematic for Clement because he doesn't have a lot of wood in the immediate vicinity of his base, right? I mean, if I were to look at our Frankish player, at least there's a bit of wood here on the bottom right of your screen. If I zoom out a little bit more, there's more lumber here. But yellow, I apologize, I didn't notice that when we were looking at the base situation in the beginning of the game. But yeah, his wood lines are incredibly far from his base. And now more villagers coming, although they will be seen, or they should have been seen by the spearman, yeah. But 1 spearman is not going to be able to take on these 2 villagers. So he is running away. Let's see if he wants to get the high ground and engage. Or if it's just a pure running away. No, he's just running away. Another tower removes this as a wood option for our Cuman. Luckily for him, he's already established a second town center here. But take a look, his primary wood and possibly his tertiary wood are now completely under the control of his opponent. Not ever a scenario you want to be in. Although this is the extent of his army. And blue, a lot of dots on the map. Let's see what they are. We've got a villager sneaking south. We've got a villager heading home. Scout cavalry. Some stone miners. Okay. An interesting choice of wall off, if this is what running was running to do. Haha, excuse the pun. Another stable going down for him. But this is not exactly a wall off. So he's completely abandoning the idea of walling off his base. Scout cavalry rushing in 44 seconds away from going up to castle. They're going to get another villager for sure. I mean, he should turn around and fight this 1 week scout cav. Oh no, he does not. He pays the price. And this tower now protected by a house, and I believe, what is this, a palisade wall? Yes. And now these scouts are back. But again, when they're surrounded by a mob of villagers with pitchforks, there's not much that they can do. And running first to reach castle here, Clement, not far behind, only a minute. But now we know what that means for the Frank. When we see 2 stables, it means we're going to see knights. Clement himself plopping down. Remember, these are only 100 wood, so the savings that he's the savings on wood are significant. He's playing his civ like a fiddle. Oh no, that villager must have had shit HP. 1 hit from the scout cavalry and he goes down. I see another blue dot here in the corner. Okay, 2 villagers should be able to do some damage, although 1 villager is saying, you know what, I'm not going to be productive this game. I'm just going to hide out here in the corner. I'm going to save this tower from these 2 villagers. And scout cavalry back. I mean, running is being incredibly annoying with his cavalry. And now the knights are streaming in, although this one stopped for some bizarre reason to smell the roses. And has Clement actually walled himself off? It looks like he has. I mean, there's a big jumble of buildings here. It's very hard to say. It looks like with these 2 stables, he's managed to wall himself off here. And now he's got to run away. He's got no response this night except for 1 camel being built and 3 knights of his own. But where are those knights? 2 of them are down here. Oh, we've got a standoff here, a stalemate. Let's see, is the tower being repaired in time? Oh my god, look at it. It's literally a stalemate. It's barely going up in HP. I mean, this is a lot of wasted resources for blue, although he is starting to shell away at these villagers. They don't care. They are here. They want to lumberjack all the livelong day. And now knights, camels on the field of battle. Oh, I was going to say very much in favor for blue, but then 3 camels popped out. And all of a sudden the dynamics completely changed, although one of these knights is incredibly weak for yellow. Not to be outdone, blue himself has 1 knight that's at half HP. We'll see what happens here. He is being led on a merry chase is yellow. I don't know if running has any inclination to engage into this for now. Okay, right as I say that, he stops. No, and then picks up again. So these 6 knights are going to run away from the 6 mounted units of his opponent. Oh my god, these knights are still shelling away. Slowly poking away, rather, at that tower. More knights joining in. I mean, the camels should catch these knights, right? I mean, they move 1.6 to the 1.49. And let's see. I mean, this is a fantastic strategy here by running to lame 1, 2. I mean, let's call this 2 1/4. He's not exactly laming this. Oh, he's trying to convert the villager. Why did he stop? Why did he stop? Oh no, a 3rd down center going down for our Cuman, a 2nd going down for our Frank. Beautiful placement here. He's going to get a lot of gold very efficiently with that placement. And he comes again. Why are they moving so slowly? Oh, because there's a monk in the middle of them. Do you see him? You see his bald little head? Oh, he's going to get... No, I was going to say surrounded. Okay. Monk slowing down Blue's army and then just dying, having done nothing. Now with the reinforcements, Blue will be able to push this yellow force back. Military count almost identical, but take a look at villager count. 71 going up to 75 for our Cuman. 51 going up to 53 for our Frank. This villager still unconverted. This is a Teutonic Knight to the power of a Teutonic Knight villager here. And he has not been able to stop this flow of villagers with their lumberjacking. More camels coming out. Why did you stop healing? Slowly. Who is he healing if not this? Okay, there's another damaged knight up top. So prioritizing the knight over the camel. And now blue is moving south again within the, I'm assuming, the same force of knights with a fresh monk here. But yellow moving out onto the map himself. Let's see what kind of damage he can get done. This is a very, very exposed wood line. Sees it, runs away. But we'll see how fast he is. He might lose a few of these villagers. We see a yellow upside down triangle. Where is this monk? There he is. Oh, there he is too. Okay. So a little bit of a crisscross pattern here by these monks. One dies without converting anything. Another one dies without converting anything. Okay. Yellow's monks not the most effective, but blue's monks definitely also not the most effective. Oh, he gets Viper gated in. And he'll lose these 3 knights. Or maybe not. Put your guys in the town center. Put your villagers in the town center. No. More camels coming in. Okay, it doesn't matter if blue engages here or not. These camels are going to catch whatever he has. And pick and prod and tickle away at their HP. More reinforcements here for our Frank player. Going up to 9 knights. Although military count now very much in favor of our yellow Cuman, who is building yet another town center in a depression here next to a gold pile. Some wood. These lily pads always confuse me. Can I build on them? Can I not? Oh my god, this is still going on? We're 29 minutes into the game and this is still happening? Okay, we will continue to keep an eye on that. For some reason, I don't know if these guys are having fun with each other or if they are just having completely stopped paying attention. But I mean, yellow wasting a bunch of resources on knights he's not using. Blue wasting a bunch of resources repairing a tower he doesn't really need anymore. There's no more lumberjacks here. Siege workshop for our yellow Cuman. Parties disengaged. Let's take a zoom out look at what the production facilities are. Okay, not much has changed for our Frank. 2 barracks, 2 stables. He's got 3 relics, a 4th on the way. Has he seen the last one? He has not. It's in the dark zone on the edge of the map. Our yellow Cuman. Not surprisingly, 1 extra barrack, stable rather, and 1 barracks. No archery range that I can see right now. Although nice, we've got some scorpions coming out and a whole bunch of villagers moving forward. Where are you guys going? Okay, outpost. He wants to be able to see if he's in any kind of imminent danger on this move out. Sees it immediately, decides to keep building the castle. Okay, he's going to try to wall himself off to protect himself against these melee units. But remember, Cumans, no stone walls. Oh god, stop tethering your super fast units to your super ridiculously slow units. Never do this, guys. I know it's easy to just click like this and highlight everything, but oh god, is there anything more annoying than knights moving at the massive warp speed of 0.7? This castle should go up. Yes, it does. And now he's got firmly secured the gold. More construction going down here. Our blue Frank, though, not to be outdone, setting up a competing castle on the northern hill here. Let's take a look at their resources. Both of them doing pretty okay. Our Frankish player very much ahead in gold, food, lumber, but behind on stone. Only 7 villagers on stone to the 14 of his opponent, but that's the power of the Frankish castle. I mean, when you don't need to spend the full 650 and you can do it for 480, what is it, 488? You don't need as many villagers on stone. Although, oh god, some of these knights are going to take a bunch of bruises to their HP. Look at their HP. It's down already 250, although the camels are down about 300. Wow. Okay, so pushes our Frankish player back. Does our yellow Cuman? Okay, he stopped repairing it. Does that mean this tower is going to go down? Oh my god, I want to watch this so bad, but there's so much action happening out on the map. But the parties have disengaged. Okay, yeah, no, he repairs it. He sees it. Oh, I love games like this where there's always some kind of silliness. Both players literally identical timing going up to Imperial. both took the opportunity, the cessation of hostilities, the lull in action, in order to be able to gather the resources, go up. And let's see what happens when they both hit Imperial. I mean, both have some pretty cool units in Imperial. The Franks, of course. Of course. I mean, what are they known for? If not the Frankish paladin. You rarely get to see that unit. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we will. Like I said, I might be disappointed. This game may never make it to YouTube, but I have high expectations for this game. I mean, the Cumans, remember, do not have heavy camel riders, unfortunately for them. So it's going to be interesting to see if they have to handle the heavier cavalry units of the Franks. And yeah, it looks like the Franks are doubling down on cavalry with getting some more defensive upgrades. Would love to see an attack upgrade for these guys, actually for both players. Okay, engaging into these. Oh my god, engaging into what? 7 priests, monks, 6 monks? Sorry guys, I don't know why I keep calling them priests. It happens once every 10 times. I see a monk and I just call him a priest for some reason. Oh my god, dear lord, this is the longest siege of Age of Empires history over here, guys. How many hours, years this tower has withstood the Cuman aggression for how many ages? And now both are in Imperial attack upgrades, or rather archer upgrades going down for our Frankish player, who now has a bunch of Kipchaks out, 10 of them. That's going to be fun to watch. You love to see them. 10 of them are actually a perfect number for raiding. Let's see, hopefully he upgrades them to elite, but he's running straight into a bunch of knights. What the hell was that? Decides to disengage here. Camels coming in to help their friends. Cavalier upgrade a minute away. Blue should not be engaging into this at all. Okay, 1 monk goes down. No convert that I can see on any Kipchaks. I think there's still the original 10. No, 1 did die. Oh, terrible engage here for these camels, but there's a lot of camels. But there's enough knights to shoo away the Kipchaks. Enough knights to kill all the camels. And I heard the twang of a trebuchet. Here we go, on the hill. Although the Cumans not to be outdone with 2 trebs of their own. And now we've got cavaliers. This is going to be a problem for our yellow Cuman player, I think. 33 going up to 42. Finally getting an attack upgrade is our blue Frank. Oh my god, I have to look at this. Oh my god, it's still standing, that tower. Okay, the field of battle is being prepared here. I can sense it in my bones. These parties want to fight. They both have armies. They both have almost identical army supply. Kipchak's moving in forward. They're going to try to snipe some monks, maybe? Oh, why are you attacking cavaliers? No, missed opportunity to get a few monks for our yellow Cuman player, whose castle still stands strong. Both players still repairing. Blue engaging into castle fire. 1, 2 castles though. I mean, the cavalier here is the tankier unit, but not in the face of 2 castles and a bunch of Kipchaks. Okay, the party's disengaged. Oh my god, that was such a tentative engagement here. A few camels on the ground, a bunch of cavaliers. Okay, will he get a convert on a cavalier? He gets 1 cavalier. A Frankish cavalier becomes a Cuman cavalier. Still is not enough that he got converted. Is he gonna get a monk? No, 1 swipe away, or maybe 2 from getting a monk. But now the camels have no choice. They have to disengage while another town center goes down for a Cuman. He needs gold badly if he wants to continue building monks, rather camels, and throwing them at these cavaliers. Both players will be sitting at a +2 attack upgrade very soon, and the final defensive upgrade as well. Both players missing the final attack upgrade. Beautiful snipe here on both the trebs. This is exactly what the Kipchaks are meant to do. They are a fast sniping unit. A Chukanu on a horse. My god, is there anything scarier in this game except maybe a Boyar with their crazy melee armor? A Teutonic Knight on a horse? But now blue decides, I've had enough. I'm gonna try to stick myself into the guts of your base, but a very quick wall off, and now he's trapped. Now blue is trapped, but yellow only sent a few camels here. Send the rest ASAP. No, he's attacking the tower. Why are you attacking the tower? Get your villagers inside. Start firing arrows. Okay, not the cleanest or timeliest of engages here for Clement, but I mean, took the best trade he could get, and oh my god. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like Janice from Friends, but OMG, we are going to see paladins. This is still happening. This is still a thing. This house is being repaired, trying to get into his base. Blue building a bunch of houses randomly. I wonder if those were just exploratory to see if yellow had expanded that far. Army supply very much in favor of blue, and almost all of it is in cavaliers. Oh my god, we're a minute away from Frankish paladins. You don't get to see them very often in a 1v1. Kipchaks might not be the right move here, and Blast Furnace, finally we're getting the final attack upgrade, but it does take 100 in-game seconds. It's a long ass research to get. This castle is battered and bruised. My god, how much stone have the players here, both of them, expended on keeping their castles alive? Oh my god, blue is even getting murder holes. Oh, running. You really wanted me to cast this game. Frankish paladins, castles with murder holes. Oh, I'm literally fanboying out right now. Oh, unfortunately though, for the Cumans, again, these are just basic bitch camel riders, not even fully upgraded. And oh, here they come. Look at how beautiful they are. Oh, he's gonna destroy these camels. Yeah, Clement knew he was in trouble. He knew he was in trouble. I mean, look at the attack boost on these. I think it's a 9, but plus 18 on a heavy camel, only a plus 9. And look at the HP on these Frankish paladins, 192. Might as well be a freaking elephant. 16 attack is going to get boosted in 13 seconds. 5 melee armor. So let's see. These camels do 8 plus 9 is 17 damage per swipe of the scimitar. Minus 5, so 12. So to get rid of 192 HP with a 12 attack is what? 16 swipes to kill one paladin? That's insane. Yeah, he had no choice. He had to GG. Oh, I am so tempted to make this my thumbnail, but no one will understand until they actually see the game. This is bonkers. This tower. Oh my god, has this tower withstood the test of time. Good for blue for continuing to repair it. Many of us would have probably demolished this one palisade wall and taken this blue villager and tried to, you know, do some kind of cheeky, annoying harassment on the left. But nuh-uh, stubborn is as stubborn does. Both of these players, stubborn as mules. Clement not stopping at the attack, running, not stopping the repair. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at what else is happening on the map. Paladins trying to bust their way in here. This tower still being annoying, keeping him off of this wood. Although with, let me rewind one quick second. 43 villagers on wood, not the end of the world to have that tower. But yeah, oh my god, these Frankish paladins. Let's take a look at the production for our blue Frank. 7 stables, not the greatest, but he's got no gold. He's secured this pile, which is what, 1,500 gold. That's not a lot at all. That's the last of the gold that he has under his immediate control. There was a bit here, and blue must have seen this base too, right? Yeah, he's seen it next to the gold pile. So you just know once this battle is done. My god, 6,300 HP of paladins against 1,700 HP of basic camels. These Kipchaks, I mean, come on, you attack on a 6. What's the paladin has? I'm so in shock. I am stuttering my words. The paladin has 7 HP, 7 pierce armor against the Kipchak. And remember that the Kipchaks, like the Chukanu, their additional arrows also do melee damage, but they do 0 melee damage. And that's designed to hurt units that have a negative melee armor like rams. And but against a paladin that has 5 melee armor, they're doing 0 damage on the melee side. Has repaired his castle to a good amount, but again, I mean, I'm just going to highlight this. We're going to exclude the monk, the trebs, and the villagers. Take a look at the HP. I'm going to exclude the Kipchaks. Who the hell cares about the Kipchaks at this point? They attack their attack is smaller than their target's pierce armor anyway. 1700 to 6000 HP of paladin camel killing power. Beautiful here. Okay, 94 camels for Clement, 112 paladins, although that's misleading. That wasn't 112 paladins. That was more cavaliers and knights. Peak APM 164 to 124. I'm surprised it's this low for running. Usually with the cavaliers, the knights, etc., you see that in at least the 140, 150 range. Kill count, fairly relaxed game, I would say. 123 kills by the Franks, 89 kills by our Cuman player. And I mean, our Cuman player is completely out of gold. He's got this pile, which gives him another 1889. So not that much. He is all over the map. He is exposed here. This is, by the way, also very exposed. But I think, yeah, the second he saw these paladins show up on the field of battle, he just knew that his basic camels could not do anything against them. I mean, let's take a look. What do we have here originally? I'm just going to exclude. We've got 26 camels to 38 paladins. So the HP, I mean, less than half. The camels engage, by the way, uphill. Or, okay, never mind. He's, he even loses a camel to a convert. Yeah, there's no point in watching this. The paladins just take it. Overall, this, though, is the possibly one of the craziest things I've seen so far in this game. The perfect amount of knights to attack this tower so that one villager can repair it. And this tower, the hero tower for blue, 2 kills on him. Imagine Murder Holes finishes in 14 seconds for our Frankish player, and these knights would die. But of course, the game had to end. The one game where the high elo player gets Murder Holes, of course, has to end before Murder Holes completes researching. So that is the lot of a caster. In any event, I wanted a fast-paced game. I got a fast-paced game. This was a super fun game. Anytime you see this many Frankish paladins, you know you're in for a good game. They're just such a fun, beautiful, tanky, awesome unit to watch. Running overwhelms his opponent with bigger, better cavalry and takes the W, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.